Melissa Andrews, who is president of Leading Age Virginia, is a dynamic young leader who is utterly committed to positive aging for all Virginians. She exemplifies the power of purpose and offers us the challenge to find and live our unique, powerful purpose. Melissa, we're so happy to have you.
Thank you. Thank you, Gail. Good morning. Thank you, John, Gail, and the entire Westminster Canterbury Richmond team for inviting me this morning. It is such a pleasure to be with you. Let's take a moment and envision a future for older Virginians together. What do you see? I see a population completely integrated into our communities, services and supports that are affordable and accessible, a future when we honor the gifts of those who have come before and ensure that not only are they served, but are still asked to give of themselves because they have so much to offer. A future when we aren't siloing people because of their age, ability, race, income, religion. Some might call me an idealist, but I have a feeling I'm in a room full of idealists. So who is Leading Age Virginia? We are a not-for-profit association governed by a volunteer board of directors representing 135 not-for-profit providers of aging services throughout the Commonwealth. But we're also more than that.
From the dedicated caregivers and communities to the legislators at the Virginia General Assembly and on Capitol Hill, Leading Age Virginia is dedicated to a singular vision: positive aging for each Virginian. As an association, we have evolved a lot over the past 40 years, but our mission to serve and be a resource for nonprofit aging services providers remains unchanged. We are innovators and thought leaders. We are advocates and educators. Expanding the world of possibilities for aging is our mission. We are Leading Age Virginia.
Positive aging for each Virginian is our vision for the future. We are an association of providers, but our vision is not provider-centric. It is consumer-centric. Our members are indeed a catalyst, a platform through which we expand the world of possibilities for aging. But the impact we seek is greater than us. We seek to impact aging no matter where individuals choose to live or what services they need to access. Our national partner, Leading Age, envisions an America freed of ageism. That would certainly ensure a positive aging experience, wouldn't it? I know Dr. Welliford will be on this stage shortly to talk more about ageism, but I would be remiss if I didn't demonstrate the inextricable link between ageism and the impact on policy. We are a youth-oriented society with a population that is rapidly aging. And in our society, ageism is insidious. It perpetuates powerful and pervasive stereotypes that demean the individual. It denies us the respect we rightfully have earned over decades, and it often determines the quality of our lives. Instead of celebrating life's journey, ageism attacks America's core values. Why is it that we embrace the pursuit of happiness for younger age cohorts, but not for the oldest among us? Why is it that we place such an emphasis on liberty for all, yet accept as inevitable limitations on older adults simply because of their age? Why is it that we take such pains to ensure that we can enjoy life to the fullest unless and until we cross some imaginary line that marks our descent into a life of loneliness, pain, and suffering? The answer is ageism. Think about the last time you bought a birthday card for a friend, family member, or colleague. How hard was it to find something in the humor section of the card aisle that didn't mock growing older? Wrinkles, memory loss, grumpiness, going downhill. Black balloons once your 50th birthday rolls around because aging equals death? And it starts with the values we pass down to our younger generations. Looking for a Halloween costume for my almost 2-year-old, the grandma costume was promoted as a popular option. Interestingly enough, neither of my daughter's grandmothers look like this. Ageism is working against all that we believe in. It paints aging as a disease that cannot be cured. It drives paternalism. It reinforces the notion that older adults are a burden to their families and to society. Thank you to Dr. Gendron and Dr. Welliford from the VCU Department of Gerontology for teaching me this critical message. Our words create our worlds. #disrupt ageism. I have the shirt, I didn't wear it today. I, like you, believe in the worth of people regardless of age. I believe that all deserve respect, dignity, and choice. I also believe that we serve a larger purpose, one that transcends our day-to-day work, one that places a large responsibility on our shoulders. I ask you to be a part of a purposeful conversation about ageism. These conversations may not be easy, but if we dig deep, focus on what's important, and reflect on what we do to enable people to develop their full human potential, these conversations will prove to be productive. Let's again imagine America freed from ageism and positive aging for every Virginian, every American. Perhaps it's a world where older people get and keep jobs. That would certainly help our workforce crisis. Or maybe it's one where caregivers don't suffer physically, emotionally, and financially. And maybe it's both or something else entirely. Start thinking about the subtle ways ageism is infused into our everyday lives. Have the courage to speak out against it. Only by recognizing it and actively working to change it can we begin to make a difference. Instead of talking about the negative impacts of aging, can't we see aging as an opportunity for growth, fulfillment, and joy, which is what we're doing today? Remember, from the time we are born, we are all aging. It is the one thing we have in common. So how do we get there? It is our privilege and our responsibility to advocate for the right public policy for the right reasons. We must tell our story, advocating for the services people need when they need them in a place they call home is a story best heard from those who need services. Access to affordable, quality care and services so older adults can age with grace, dignity, and purpose, which is why we need events like this one. Opportunities to bring people together who care about impacting the way people age and live. Through conversations and collaboration, we can identify the real issues and take collective action. What is your purpose? What drives you to get out of bed each morning and take on this thing called life? For me, it is family and impact, working each day to expand the world of possibilities for aging, knowing that pursuing this mission will have a direct effect on people's lives, including those I care about. Research conducted at the Rush Alzheimer's Disease Center in Chicago tells us that people who live with purpose see less cognitive decline and live longer. Meaningful connection is often lost with others as we age. We become isolated. Our loved ones and friends move or pass away. But what Leading Age Virginia members know how to do is to create community, to bring people together, to create new relationships and reveal a renewed or brand new purpose. And isn't that why Westminster Canterbury Richmond has called us here this morning? Together, we can change the way people age in the greater Richmond area. Through their leadership, Westminster Canterbury Richmond has identified needs in our community that aren't yet met. And so they are reaching beyond their borders to expand their mission and impact the broader community. This work is about relationships, cultivating, leveraging, establishing relationships to expand the world of possibilities for aging. We cannot work in silos any longer. We must partner with one another, legislators, regulators, the business community, and consumers in order to meet the challenges and opportunities we face in this rapidly changing world. And we can't talk about aging without lifting up the importance of the not-for-profit sector. Not-for-profit organizations like the one we sit in this morning are critical to serving older adults. They make it possible through endowments or fellowship funds or operations for residents to live with purpose and in community until their last days, even if their funds run out. They inspire generosity. There is a not-for-profit difference we must acknowledge and promote. As a state senator said at a recent healthcare commission meeting in Richmond, the quality care not-for-profit organizations provide is unparalleled. We know localities need money, but let's help legislators and policymakers understand the economic and charitable impact not-for-profits have so their tax-exempt status remains intact. Remember, not-for-profit organizations achieve their mission means less of a drain on public and governmental funding. To that end, Leading Age Virginia has commissioned an economic and charitable care impact study to demonstrate the difference not-for-profit organizations make every day in the lives of those they serve and in Virginia as a whole. I hope policymakers will take a moment to learn more about this impact as they seek to create solutions and strategies for Virginia's older adults. These organizations, like Westminster Canterbury Richmond, are living laboratories of innovation, collaboration, and strategic thinking. 5 million people currently live with Alzheimer's disease and dementia in the U.S., and that number is projected to more than triple in 2050. On a recent trip to Carrboro, North Carolina, I approached a gift shop to see a sticker in the window that read "Dementia-Friendly Business." Through a grant from Duke Endowment and a partnership with the Orange County Chamber of Commerce, local business owners, first responders, and community members went through a training to become dementia friends, and we have brought that initiative to Virginia. First, we are working with the Department of Aging and Rehabilitative Services to launch Dementia-Friendly Virginia next spring, to more effectively support and serve Virginians who are living with dementia and their family and care partners. We also have become the statewide organization to certify people as Dementia Friends. Dementia Friends is a global movement that is changing the way people think, act, and talk about dementia. By helping everyone in a community understand what dementia is and how it affects people, each of us can make a difference for people touched by dementia. A dementia friend is someone who, through an informational session or online videos, learns what it's like to have dementia and then turns that understanding into action. From telling friends about the Dementia Friends program to visiting someone who is living with dementia, every action counts, and anyone of any age can be a dementia friend. Purpose, intentionality, passion, relationships, and engagement. All of these are critical elements as we seek to live out our vision of positive aging for each Virginian. But this also takes leadership. To that end, the Leading Age Virginia Board has commissioned a study to look at the impact of aging in Virginia. This year-long project will bring together a diverse group of stakeholders, providers, legislators, regulators, the business community, older adults and their care partners, to seek their input through interviews, focus groups, and online bulletin boards. After analyzing the trends, we will identify areas of risk and opportunities and offer solutions and strategies for each stakeholder group. What will this do? As you heard this morning, data drives conversations. It will give us a roadmap to ensure there is access to affordable, quality services. It will inform decisions we need to make, solutions we need to create, discussions we need to have as we seek inclusive communities for all in Virginia. So why take this on? It's big, it's hairy, it's audacious. Who are we to lead this charge of what positive aging should look like in Virginia? As one of my board members said simply, if not us, then who? If not now, then when? We know that by 2020, the population aged 65 and older will exceed school-aged children in the greater Richmond area. This is just the beginning. We need to get ready. Getting ready means taking a leap, taking a stand, taking a risk. And leadership is what we are seeing this morning from Westminster Canterbury Richmond, a willingness to say we can leverage what we have and what we do well to convene a group of people passionate about how to live life well. We can look outside our gates and assess what our greater community needs. We can and we will expand and amplify our mission to meet those needs. Let's align our collective purpose. As Nikki said, our collective why. By leveraging the talents, expertise, passion, and values of many, we will develop the plan we need to ensure our vision is achieved, positive aging for each Virginian. We need to change the conversation about aging, to address the ageism that exists, and to lift our voices on behalf of a rapidly aging society. We need to bring aging into the forefront of our policy-setting conversations. We need to honor the generations who have come before and learn from them as we set our course for the coming years. So please, continue to host and attend events like these. Through sharing our stories, we can make an impact. I hope you will join with us in one or all of our initiatives. Your participation is vital. Just let me know how you would like to be engaged. And thank you to Westminster Canterbury Richmond for not only supporting our statewide efforts, but for putting a leadership stake in the ground in our local community. You have always made a difference, and now even more will benefit from your commitment to mission. Aging is one of the most challenging fields that exists. The challenges are real, they are big, and they keep coming. Together, we can meet these challenges and continue to change lives. The power is in our collective purpose. Show up, contribute, engage in conversations in new and meaningful ways. I promise to do exactly that. Thank you.